So you mentioned that you worked at Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah.
So you work corporate job, safety, security, salary. What
hmm
made you want to leave the comfort of the guarantee and start your own business?
It was a couple reasons. It was a good experience. People I worked for, they were dope. They were good people. One thing is being in that type of situation, you have to treat patients based off of how they want you to treat them under their umbrella, per se. I wanted to treat patients how I wanted to treat them. And I knew I wouldn't have that freedom under that umbrella. That was one of the reasons why.
What are some differences? So based on, I know their business, so they have their particular ways they want to do things.
Mm.
And sometimes somebody as ambitious as you see something that's good,
Yeah.
but I can make it better. What are
Right.
some changes that you made in your own business opposed to what you couldn't do over there?
I had this thing where I don't care if you had a little bit of money or a lot of money. I wanted to create affordable healthcare that was quality. Sometimes people look at healthcare that's, oh, this is very affordable, but they treat me like another number, per se. I wanted to create affordable healthcare for everybody that walked through that door that was quality healthcare. And I wanted to create a place where when they walked in there, they never felt like a number. It's been 2 months since I've been in here, and they remember that my son had a Little League basketball game. And my scope of practice and things that I could do is pretty broad. Sometimes you got to refer to here.
Yeah.
It let me really kind of use all my tools in my bag. But what the safety part, scary as hell, man.
Okay.
It went from a place of, man, I could budget out for the next 2 years of things I want to do to, damn, I could budget out for 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once entrepreneurship kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the ups and downs, man. It was just a risk, man. I just honestly, man, I prayed about it and just, it was one of those real step out on faith situations, man.
Was it something that was brewing like, hey, by the end of the year, I'm going to leave my job and start my own practice, or was it something abrupt? It's time for me to get ready to get up out of here.
It was more abrupt.
Okay.
Yeah, it was more abrupt. I wasn't really plotting on it. At the time, honestly, I was debating on leaving Cleveland at the time.
Okay.
I've probably been in Cleveland for about 4 years, maybe, something like that, 4 or 5 years, maybe, give or take. And I thought I was only going to be in Cleveland for 2, 3 at the max. And I was like, yeah, I was looking. I didn't look to move and open up my own practice in Cleveland. I wasn't looking at that.
Okay.
I was possibly entertaining the idea of moving back home, moving back to Georgia, and you know what I'm saying, and doing something back down in Georgia at the time.
Okay.
But I was really starting to also looking at the lives that I was impacting here in Cleveland, looking at the difference that I was making, and I was like, you know, why start over again right now? You know what I'm saying? And kind of opportunity presented itself, and I was just like, you know what?
Have you ever been to the point where you were close to failing financially in your business?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get to that point, and what are some things that you did in order to overcome that to grow to where you are today?
We got to that point, jumped out, and we were still having to build. And so that point, I'll say the thing is, we wanted to expand at the time. And I think at the time we expanded too early. We got excited. Money coming in, patients coming through the door. All right, let's expand. And let's expand some more. You know, we'll pay ourselves less. You know what I'm saying? We'll build this out, we'll do this, open it. And I think that it was because we tried to maybe expand too fast.
Yeah, scaling too fast.
We was trying to scale too fast. And it was just a valuable lesson. It was a valuable lesson. It was able to bounce back from. We had to slow down, pivot, you know what I'm saying, and cut some things out. And then, all right, let's rethink this. But let me tell you something, man. It's not often you see success without failure.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I've had my W's for sure, but I damn sure had my L's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I be quick to, I got young entrepreneurs, chiropractic students. I got a few that work for me down in Atlanta as well, too. I got 3 guys that work for me. They're amazing guys, man. And they wanted to learn, work up under me and really learn from me. But I'm telling them, man, too, yeah, you can learn this, you can learn that, but the things I'm going to teach you are things you would never learn in a classroom. You would never learn in a classroom. And I wish somebody would have told me these things. So it was trial and error for me.
Is there any type of financial literacy or any courses that you took becoming a chiropractor that'll help you? Hey, yeah, this is how you can manipulate the spine, but
Yeah.
this is how you keep your bills paid.
Man, so we had one business class. It's trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that became a complaint overall. Y'all are teaching us to become the best doctors in the world, but y'all ain't telling us shit about how to run a business. You know what I'm saying? So I think they've added actually more stuff like that into the curriculum.
Yeah.
Now at this point, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It just wasn't in the curriculum like that when I was there.
Yeah, understandable. It's well, our society teaches us how to be workers, not bosses. And it's funny having these conversations with you being a doctor, and some of those same business values and principles could be relayed through any industry.
Yeah.
So like you said, scaling too fast, I actually had that experience too. Cause I'm thinking like, hey, if I can replace myself, I can make twice as much money. Even if I took home less. In my business, even to this day, I don't take a salary from my business. I guess reinvest it. But I'm thinking like, hey, the more people I can hire, that's more clients that we could take in. That means that we can grow faster and better. But I had got to a point where it's like, I'd hired too many of y'all. And it was like 3 months came in. I'm like, damn, the money ain't coming as fast as it as it is going out. So sometimes scaling too fast could be your detriment. Even though you mean well, things look some type of way. There's seasons in your business.
Yep. Seasons. That is key.